to talk about CTR a bit. Give me a 1 if you know what CTR is. Give me a 2 if you don't know what CTR is, so then I understand. Okay, so most people look like you guys know what CTR is. Okay. Eric says attic insulation. You want me to look at attic insulation, Eric? I didn't get that. 800 a month closed. Oh wow, you closed 800 a month attic insulation. Wow, Eric, good job. Okay, so Mike doesn't know CTR. Okay, click-through rate, Mike. Yeah, okay, great, right? That's it. So one of the ranking factors in Google, right? Let's say I want to rank for tree service Chicago. That's always the example I use, right? If here is how you want to understand how, of course, you want to do on page, off page, GMB, keywords, do all the things, right? And all of those ranking factors will determine, reviews, all of that will determine how high you come in the GMB and organic, right? But one of the other things that was a ranking factor is click-through rate. So if somebody is searching for this, and if they are clicking on this, right, that's a click-through rate. It's just a number of clicks if you just dumb it down. So if, let's say, out of 480 people a month who search, if most people, obviously they're going to click on the number one guy, right? The number one guy here, number one guy here, right? Nobody or very few people will go and click on the number 10 guy here. Most likely, like if you go, let's just take Tree Service Chicago as an example, right? Number one guy is Davey, right? Let's just take Davey. Davey Tree is a great example, okay? I'm just going to take the home page domain, right? If I go to keywords, okay, now obviously Davey is all over the US, right? If he's position 1, you see that for this, let's just take this keyword, okay? Free services is a main keyword. He's position 2 out of 5,000 searches, right? He's got half the volume. Does that make sense? When he's position 1, he's got 90% of the traffic landing on that. Does that make sense, guys? Okay, tree removal, 23,000, position 4, the traffic is less. So the lower you go in the search, obviously the less traffic that's going to land, the less clicks, right? Most people, once you do all the work on your website, off page, on page, keywords, reviews, and come to the top, just people and traffic landing and clicking will keep you stuck on the page 1, because people are finding you, clicking on you, and Google knows, okay, hey, I'm showing you this guy for this keyword, number 1, and 90% of the people are clicking here, so I'm doing a good job. But let's say for whatever reason, 90% of the people, or most of the people who search this, right? Oops. Most of the people who search go here and click on Jose's tree service. Slowly you will see this come to the top, because now Google is saying, most people who search for this keyword, this website, 90% of the traffic for this keyword is being clicked for this website. So maybe this is more relevant and this brings it up. Does that make sense? So think of it from Google's, like, as a bot, okay, as an algorithm. So then Google will say it's obviously going to bring that up, right? So what we can do, right? Of course, you want to do all the work and get all that going. But let's say you have a GMB. Let's start with GMBs right now. If that's not in the map pack, let's say you have a GMB that's somewhere 4, 5, 6, right? You can run some paid ads. You can run some, like, I'll show you different ways. Have people go, you can artificially have a lot of traffic search for this and go click on this. And slowly you will see this move up to the top, because Google is like, okay, wait, a lot of traffic is going and clicking on this, right? We need to show it to the top, and that will kind of help increase the rankings. Right? So as simple as you can go to our Facebook group, right? And you can put, hey, I have this. So that's why you would see some of these more clever SEO gurus, they would, you may in different Facebook groups, you may have seen, hey guys, can you go search for free service Chicago and see where my website is, or click on my website, and there's a lot of people go and click on the website, and that'll help them go up. Does that make sense? Right? There are softwares, there are bots, right? You can purchase and you can do that, right? I used to do this long ago. Let me show this to you. I used to go and get this microworkers.com. Okay? You can literally go here and pay like less than $1 for people and just basically say, do a lot of these different things. Like this is something like Fiverr or Upwork, but for micro worker, right? You can literally say, I will pay 50 cents for each person who will go and click on this, and you'll have 100 people go and click, right? And I've seen my rankings go up a little bit. Now, in my testing, I tell you, if you're on page 3 or 4, and if you do click-through manipulation, it may not help much. If you're on page 1, but not on the map tag, not on the top 3, but bottom of position, it might help a little bit more. Does that make sense? Right? But you guys test it out. Russell says running Google ads and get people to click. Is that a type of? Yes, that is correct. You can run Google ads and get people to click on that. That's going to help you too. Marco says it's a slippery slope. Yes, that is true. It boosts, but yes, that is so true. That's my next point. So again, I always encourage people to test things out. So I tested it, run these ads in my own Facebook group. I've done this a couple of times. People would click it, and I would my GMB, my website would come up. But when we stop it, it'll kind of go back down. Right? So it's again one piece of a puzzle. Think of ranking in Google like 100 pieces. This is one piece of the puzzle.